Have you ever seen a rock star engineer get promoted to a management position and then that totally falls apart? I see it happen all the time, but it doesn't have to. So let's dive in and talk more about it. Hey there, my name is Jeff Perry, leadership and career development expert, author of The Intentional Engineer and The Intentional Career Guide to Professional Networking. And here's the thing. The skills to be a great individual contributor engineer, senior engineer, are completely different than the skills that are needed to be a great manager and leader. But rarely are those skills and that support that's needed to make that transition actually given. And so what do these managers revert back to? What they know and what they're good at. And that's doing great engineering work. And so what that means is a lot of times they are micromanaging and taking away from the growth of their teams and trusting them because they are excellent engineers, but they're not leaning into the development process that is necessary to be a great leader. So I've already talked about some of these. What I want to talk about 3 big traps that come when great engineers turn into managers. Number 1 is that micromanagement happens instead of empowerment. This is a real challenge. We just talked about it in the case of, hey, I have been down the block. I've been here for 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 years, and I know the answers to these things. I know how to do this probably way better and faster than someone else on my team. And so, isn't it easier for me to just do this? Well, maybe right now, here and now, yes. Maybe that would be the easiest thing to do. But you got to think long term when it comes to management and leadership in terms of enabling and empowering and building the capacity in your teams. If you step in and do things over and over and you micromanage, you're going to suppress the growth of your team. Number 2 is related to number 1. And it's the trap of fixing problems instead of developing people. So again, micromanagement is looking at things like a hawk and stepping in all the time. Fixing problems is that you doing things for them instead of letting them move through that and helping them come through the growth process. They're very similar. They're very tied and connected with the mentality, again, that made someone a great engineer but doesn't necessarily translate to great engineering leadership. And trap number 3 is to focus only on tasks and not group and team alignment and engagement. This is really, are we focusing on the myopic, what needs to be done right now, instead of looking at the larger strategic picture? And again, this is a shift because a lot of engineers are used to, here's a task, here's a project, now go execute on that. And they're not asked to think about the big picture. But now as a manager and a leader, you have to be looking ahead to how does this impact the next thing and the next thing and interact with other teams and responsibilities and assignments. And so that causes tension and challenge when they stay in that narrow focus and don't look larger. So when they bring their team together, help them become aligned and streamlined in all the projects and processes and the vision that they have together as a team, then a lot of magic happens. So if this is you, if you are a manager or leader in your first year, I want to give you 3 things that you can focus on to help get through these traps and not get caught in them. Number 1 is to build trust. Really, and that comes down to first extending trust in those that you lead, giving them that trust and that opportunity to grow. Number 2 is to ask more questions than you answer. Instead of giving answer after answer and being the person who knows everything, ask them. Get more in a coaching role. Get curious. Help lead them through the process to come to their own conclusions and go through that learning experience instead of just telling them what they need to do. And number 3 is to align the whole team with bigger goals. Help them see how what they do impacts other teams and the organization as a whole. That helps them see that they're a part of something larger than themselves and just the tasks that they're given, and improves engagement and teamwork and collaboration. I get it. That transition into leadership role for the first time is hard and sometimes can even be a disaster. I know I really struggled in that first year or so. But if you make these shifts and apply these principles, and by the way, ask for help and support along the way, get mentors and other resources, maybe coaches, to help you through this, you're going to be a lot more likely to be successful. And if I can help you through this process, I would love to do that. Please reach out, let's connect. And thanks so much for watching here, and I'll see you on the next video.